Alright everyone, and so I've seen Weapons, and this is the new horror film from Zach Cregger, and this is the story of a classroom of 17 kids that got up out of their beds, went into the dark, and never came back. And trust me, when I say this might be my favorite horror film of this year, especially not only that this is packed with scares, but also twists and reveals. Especially, I went into this with blind expectations, and trust me, it delivered big time. And so, this will be my full non-spoiler review for the movie. I mean, there's so much I want to get off my chest as someone that likes this genre, and there's like so much to unpack. So especially from the performances and cast and much more. So let's not waste any time. And so if you're new, then be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so I miss on any future videos, including movie reviews and much more. But now let's talk about this movie. And now when it comes to this movie, it was a very different experience. It was a different type of storytelling that we don't get often. And the fact that this is coming from Zach Cregger that did Barbarian, and that movie was weird and disturbing, and even though I thought it was really good, and this is the follow-up to that movie. And with the way for what he cooks up, especially in terms of the writing, with the script, and with the main concept, I thought I was very intrigued for what I was about to get myself into. Especially, like, yeah, this is about a classroom of 17 kids that got up in the middle of the night at 2:17 a.m., got up out of their beds, went into the dark, and never came back. And it's especially like this is the type of horror movie storytelling that I definitely wanted to see, and this is unlike anything that we've ever seen in this genre. And trust me, the way the movie is set up, and it really unravels to keep you guessing for what's really going on. It has many layers to help keep it connected, and just with like the main elements, and it's a really fascinating mystery to have you on the edge of your seat the whole time. And trust me, I went into this with such a blind eye, and even though I was hesitant going in because of the marketing that was gonna give away too much, but like once you see this movie, like there is a definite twists and reveals, and it takes you on a wild bonkers ride unlike anything that we've ever seen. And with the creative ideas, especially in terms of with the characters, and it is so damn good. And this is what the horror genre is basically about: a movie that comes with a big twist that you'll never see coming. And that's how I felt it generally going into it, especially experience it on my own, and it definitely delivers on the promise. And even from the scares to the sound effects, and I want to say with Zach Cregger's direction and his brilliantly written ideas, and I was impressed in terms of the execution of the story, to how things were pulled off, and with his ways of being like unexpected, and it really is surprising, especially for getting the audience involved. And even though I was a bit hesitant because of how things can be a bit off, but it was really twisted. And if you're someone that liked Barbarian, you'll really enjoy this movie. And also on top of that, there are amazing performances, and especially I think Josh Brolin felt like the real standout, as he really wants to be involved with the disappearance of the missing elementary school kids, and trying to be that good character alongside Julia Garner, and those two were great on screen. And especially for how every character is written in this movie, and you'll definitely follow along for what really happens throughout the entire story. And especially, I think like I'd say the first 10 to 15 minutes will really get you hooked on the story, and then after that, it takes you on this wild ride that you'll never expect. And trust me, there are scares that definitely got me good in terms of the sound design for the way things were set up. And this is what I love to see in a horror movie now these days. And for the fact that it takes its time to really reel you in on the proper things that it really wants to tell you. And yes, it can feel a little bit draggy, but it is definitely brilliant pacing just to keep you on edge, just to keep that thrilling feeling that we all love for this genre in particular. And there are moments where I definitely felt terrified, especially for where a jump scare happens, and it is definitely in a way that I was impressed with the storyline, especially from like parts of the plot. But generally, like, this is the film where it really felt like it had that happen. And even for the way for it to set up for what is really going on, and especially with the second half going to the third act for who is really the culprit, who is really behind everything. Wow. And trust me, you'll definitely be so like, yeah, you'll definitely be like so surprised once you see it unfold on screen. It is absolutely wild once you see for what has really happened. And like by the end, I really walked out of that theater thinking that this is like the best horror movie I've seen in a while. And I think, yeah, go into this movie blind eye. I mean, like, don't go on social media. I mean, go into this, and there are full of surprises, big reveals, and I think everyone did a fantastic job, including for Benedict Wong, Alden Ehrenreich. I mean, everyone brought their A game to bring this story to life, and I think it was generally an impressive movie, and I really liked its term of, especially as I said, with the execution of the way things were set up and setting up the tracks till the very end. I mean, even though there are like parts where it really gets really scary, but trust me, it really takes you on that ride that you'll never expect, especially as it really is packed with such suspense and everything that you want in a horror movie, especially like this. And I had a really great time with it, and I think it's a definite movie that I'll definitely look back on, especially on rewatch. And yeah, this movie got me good, and I got scared, and yeah, this is a basic movie that you'll definitely want to see with a crowd. And even in terms of the suspense and the way that it keeps you on your toes, to keep you guessing for who is really behind all of it, and you'll be completely satisfied until the credits roll. And this is a film that I highly recommend, especially if you want to go in blind and not knowing anything about it. And even if you think the trailers give away much, but trust me, once you see this movie, like you'll be walking out of theater like going like, what did I just watch? And that's the exact same feeling that I had when I walked out of the theater. So yeah, Weapons, it's a 100% recommend in my book. Zach Cregger crushed it, the cast crushed it, and everything about this movie brilliantly delivers, especially on the concept, the horror scares, and its proper execution with the scares, and so much suspense that has come along the way with the storytelling. And it is a movie that I think it's bumped up to my list as probably the top 5 best horror films I've seen this year. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. But that's gonna do it for this video. Just let me know in the comments down below, and if you see Weapons, and give me a rating between 1 out of 10 and 10 being the highest in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the notification about future videos. Also follow all my social medias, all linked down below. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.